Alrighty, well, this is the grow tower. One of the grow towers. And this is the other one. Now let's talk about them. I haven't done a video in a while. We've had quite a lot going on. So I figured we would do an update today and show you what all we have going on. While we're out here, the cats are taking their what we call afternoon or evening coffee. Time we spend outside and enjoy the weather when it's possible. Above the cats is this lovely strawberry plant. This is a new addition. I might have done one or two. Let's go this way around if the sun doesn't reflect too much. This is one of them. We've already been harvesting strawberries. I actually just plucked a couple strawberries when we go in. If I still have you on live, then I will show you the strawberries. Here are 6 of our baby hybrid yellow husk tomatoes that I've been growing for a couple years. I just found out recently they're also called a yellow ground cherry here in the United States, which is new to me. So that's interesting. But we got a bunch of those, and these are actually the seeds. I don't know if I did a video about it. I'll have to pull it up in a minute and show you the seeds that I had harvested from last year's plants. And then we have the arborvitae. And yeah, he looks a little shabby, but he's actually doing really good. And I'm going to prune him up now that we've got him transplanted and in healthy soil. In a couple more months, then I'll prune him up and wire him to start training him to be a bonsai. We just picked up these marigolds because our marigolds that we have planted by seeds are not growing very fast. So we picked up a 4-pack of these. I just haven't had the time to split them up yet. Here I just started planting a couple days ago. We have mild jalapenos in here. We have 2 new additions over here, and these are bell peppers. And then I planted something else, but I don't remember. There is my awesome elephant foot planter. And I'll explain that another day, but the elephant foot is a kind of a tree, but it starts out small like this, and with time then it keeps growing. Unless you guys know that this is something else, it does have the bulb down there. I tried to get it to come out, and it looks like it's already got roots down there, but I tried to get it to come out and the top popped off. But otherwise they winter. The cats ate them while they were inside wintering, but now I brought them out in the spring and they're growing like weeds. So I was told it's an elephant foot. So here are our onions. I just watered them. You can see they're starting to put off this little bulb thing. That's supposedly where the seeds. Here's another one and another one. You can see they're doing really good. And I just watered them because we had some pretty hot sun today and dry heat. So here's one of the big bulbed onions. Here's the other one. Like I said, we do have little flowers growing on both the bulbed and the bunching. So that's interesting. Here are some more of the spiderweb tomato seeds. This one was in there. I plucked these other little sprouts, as you can see them. Give you a close-up. There's only 1 or 2 in here. But I plucked all of these, besides the big one there, out of the tin, and that's the tin down there. And that's what I was saying. All of these came from last year's seeds. I got them out of the greenhouse, I think in like February or something, and put all of the seeds, because last year when we had the frost, I took all of the pieces. I'm going to try and move you here. Let's go check you out. So, I put all of the seeds in some, well, all the rotted, frozen tomatoes into a bucket full of, it was just a small bucket. So I put them all in one bucket, and it was crazy. But I figured nuts to it. We'll see if it weathers that way. Now, here's the tin opened up. So I did that, and then when this January came, I pulled it out, and I loosened up all the soil. You can see there are little saplings everywhere. This is from the soil. And what had happened was, if I can find one, all of the tomatoes, the husk had shriveled up and dried, and the seeds did preserve and season like I needed them to. Except for I was not that intelligent, and I put them in dirt when I should have just put them in a bucket and left them be, because now I've got this diner kind of aluminum foil thing full of seeds and soil, so I have to separate through all that. So as I see more of these, then and I have space, I've been plucking them out of this little tin and putting them in soil. And that didn't close right. There we go. Putting them in soil and seeing how many of them will actually grow. So far, most all of them have grown, which is, again, shocking. I didn't expect this. I didn't really know what to expect, but I try not to get my hopes too high. And just, it's all an experiment. So that's how we do that. So now you know about the tomatoes. Let's move on to the lettuce. This is the curly leaf lettuce. And there's another one of my tomatoes that I started in that black square. But these are the leafy, curly leaf lettuce. And there were a couple of them when I put the seeds in here. I think I did a video on that, but I put 2 seeds in each one of these pouches. So I had to thin them out. So what I did is I thinned them out and put them in the next tier. This is another kind of a lettuce. There's 2 here, but there were 3, so I put one down there. So this is the other kind of lettuce. We're just gonna swivel this around so you can see how pretty these lettuce are. They're doing really good, I think. I'll probably pluck a couple of these off here before too long and give them a try in a salad. There's another one. See how beautiful that's growing. And this is one of those that you're supposed to be able to cut and come again. So you can either come out and pluck just a couple of the outer leaves from time to time and let the core continue to grow, or you can lop it off a couple of inches above. If you can see where down in there, that last little leaf, you want to make sure you don't cut that. So when you harvest it, you do like about an inch, inch and a half, 2 inches from where it comes out of the soil. You would harvest all that and then let it grow, because it will keep growing. So that's all of our bunching lettuce and our, I don't remember what the other one is. And then I got a bug up my butt and put a couple of dill in here. I've come to the conclusion that we lost the roses or the strawberries, and hence that's why we have that strawberry bush now. So we got that much in there. And then over here in the green one that I've been showing you guys, this is the new one this year. We still have, we have the pineapples up here. This is the water. We have the pineapples up here on this tower. We have multiple different flowers in here. We still have all of this parsley. It's doing amazing. I have to prune that again soon. Down here, FYI, down here is our carrots. Check them out. They're doing really good. So are the flowers, by the way. But these are our carrots. And those are on the next tier. This is our dill. And the onions are under the carrots. And then we've got more pineapples. These are bunching onions. So they're starting to pop out, which is really good. Now, as for our dill, you can see it's really droopy. As we come in closer, you can see some of the little leaves are really browned or shriveled up, and the stems are very droopy. Well, that is because of our sun and heat. Where these yellowing and browning tips are, that's where it's gotten sunburn. And because of our excruciating heat, we now have, this one actually is opened and is producing pollen. So we've had lots of little friends coming to visit. This one is just about ready to pop open and turn yellow like that one. But the dill is bolting, which it's supposed to be extremely good this way as well as when we harvest it. So I've been clipping it little by little. And the dog's going after a cat. Yeah. So, but this is our dill. And it's bolting, so we're letting it grow. And I put a couple more dill seeds down back there the other day too. Here you can see more of our lovely carrots. And the flowers are above the carrots. And give me 2 seconds. We're going to give you whiplash here. This is supposed to be more onions. And as you see, it's not doing too good. And I found a little bunch out of this strawberry hut. So I put it in there to see if it'll grow roots. But the pineapples are doing good. Oh, we're going to update you on that too in a minute. And this is my basil. I've pinched it a couple of times and it's doing really good. I'm actually going to probably let this go to bolt, flower and bolt, and go to seed because it's supposed to be really beneficial too. And I'm going to plant some more of that, and I just found my Thai basil seeds. So I'm excited about that because I love the smell of Thai basil and the taste of it. I think it tastes better than regular basil. But anyway, so that's everything on the porch. And now let's go to the front yard. Now I know the front yard's not too entertaining right now, but I found out something today when I was watering everybody. So I wanted to share it with you. Here is our cactus. Still doing amazing. And here are the prickly pears, cactus pears. I have, as of right now, we have 9 of those. So we'll get 9 prickly pears off of this bad boy all together in this bunch, because there's some here and there and there. And there's possibly another one, which would be 10. And then these here are supposed to be edible. So my neighbor is going to teach me how to prepare it and eat it. But that's not the secret. Okay, here we go. This is the clipping out of the arborvitae. He actually feels like he started to grow roots, so I'm going to just leave him and see what happens. Come winter time, then I'll bring him in, so I just keep watering him and fertilizing him for now. This is our arborvitae. She did not make it, so we'll be recycling her soil. This is the pineapple, and I just clipped the top and pruned some of this. And lo and behold, if the camera will focus, here it has put off more pups since I clipped it and put it out here. And I thought for sure it was dying because of the sun, because you see it's got a lot of yellow and tinginess, and these are actually kind of rubbery, and there's some sort of critter down there in the core. But it's actually, they're feeding the pup. It's feeding the pups, so I'm leaving it be for now. Just pruned it a little, and holy moly, we have freaking, sorry about this. I found a weed, had to pull the weed. But we have pups in here, so perhaps they'll give me some more pineapples as well. That's the citronella. He froze and did not come back. In here I put 4 oh, it's a big flower that I just got, nasturtiums. I just put 4 nasturtium seeds in there. That's my citronella, and he hasn't come back yet from the winter. I think he probably froze too, because we had a wicked cold snap that really jacked up everything. Here's where we had the last year's hybrid tomato tree. And you can see it's a good sized pot, and another day I'll do a video and explain exactly how I'm growing my tomatoes and how I've found that it works best for me. So, and then the neighbor gave me some new banana saplings. So there's a baby there. There's 3 more here. So we have 4 new banana trees. Mine again rot through the cold snap we had. It got really warm for a while, and then it dropped, and it was 2 weeks, almost 0 degrees, and it really destroyed a lot of stuff here. So the all of the flowers have withered off here, so I'm going to be yeah, I don't see any bulbs, so I'm going to lop these down. I'm going to have to cut out a couple, dig up a couple of them, because down here I have a rose bush. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. So I got to dig all this up to get to it and then get it out of there. And here is the rose bush that's always here. And I actually just pruned her and lopped a bunch of the buds off for Mother's Day, and gave little hand bouquets to each of the neighbors around the neighborhood. I think there was like 9 or 10 people I gave bouquets to, and they just lit up with glee. So that was really awesome. It was nice to see somebody smile. And then out here at the picnic table, we have this little guy. This is a tomato. We do have some little greens and spuds and stuff. I don't know if you can really see them. Maybe you can. See a couple of them. There's one over there. But I put a couple of different flowers out here. I think I put nasturtiums, marigolds, and then the one in the center is the hybrid tomato. And here's, I don't know if you guys remember me planting the peppermint, but a couple years ago I planted mint or peppermint in the front yard. I actually did those videos on Facebook, so I'll have to see if I can retrieve them and put them on this thing. But here's what's left. We have small sprouts in the yard, but this one here seems to be doing the best. And right next to it, right there, is a potato. So surprise to us, looks like some of the potatoes are coming back from last year, because once we went through the bucket, we just tilled all the little bitty ones. We figured they would rot or they would regrow. Well, we got signs of at least one regrowing, so we'll see how that works. That's going to be exciting. So that's what we got going out on outside, in the front, on the porch. Now, the big part nobody knows about except for the neighbors is the backyard. So let's take a little gander, and I'll show you what I've done for the backyard. This was an all-day project too, because I had to mow and weed eat and move all kinds of junk. But as we enter the backyard, we have the turtle and the flag thingy, and I put up a shade tent. And behind there you can see all the junk I had to move. And I had to mow, and the mower doesn't grow low enough, so I then weed whacked. And there's a couple of plants out here. One of them's got those little white buds on it. Let's see if we can show you up there. You see the white buds? Yeah, there you go. Little white flowers and everything. I think it's some sort of like a honeysuckle. So there was a sapling down there that I picked and I put over there in a pot. And then that funny looking tree over there, which is also right here, it's got funny leaves. And so there was a sapling of that down here somewhere, and I picked it and also put it in a pot. I don't know if you can see through, there you go. You can see the two little plants. But I put them in pots, and we're gonna let them establish roots in the pots, and then I'm gonna clean them up and turn them into bonsais. Because I have this new obsession with bonsais. So that leads me to the very last surprise. And we're gonna have to... Are you wanting in? Yeah? Okay. Well, instead of me walking off and leaving the video blank, we'll make arrangements, and later this evening I will go ahead and show you my newest addition and figure out or guess. You can leave your guesses down here in the comments. What kind of bonsai did I add to collection this time? Alright, so with that being said, I'll pop on later this evening and show you the new bonsai. And until then, remember, you are someone, you do matter. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao now.